When I was 12 years old, I couldn't swim 50 meters without gasping for air. 40 seconds. I'd watch kids half my age touch a wall while I was still struggling through the turn. I think to myself, this is what losing feels like. Boring builds umpires. Terrible title, right? Nobody dreams about being bored. We dream about the breakthroughs, the moment where everything clicks, the sudden success. But here's what I learned starting at the bottom of that pool for the next 2.5 years. Boring is what really moves the world. Not the dramatic breakthroughs, not the exciting moments, but the boring. The work nobody wants to do. The work most people quit. Let me be clear. Boring isn't the meaningless. Boring is a steady, repetitive work, the kind that feels like nothing. But that's why it actually works. Now, I wanted to be great, so I showed up every single day. 4,000 meters of water. Same lane, same drills, 6 days a week. I'd wake up at 5 a.m. and taste the chlorine even before I opened my eyes. There's this one drill. Freestyle sprints on the minute, 8 rounds. Every Tuesday, it would break me. My coach would be standing there with his stopwatch, and I'd push off thinking, I can't do this anymore. My shoulders were burning. My lungs were screaming. I was drowning in air. Every round felt impossible. But I did. Because I understood something most people refuse to accept. Boring is what really moves the world. Here's what compounding actually looks like. 12 seconds of improvement over 30 months. That's 0.48 seconds per month. 0.11 seconds per week. Invisible progress. No one's standing here celebrating 0.11 seconds. No trophies, no awards, nothing. But that's how empires are built. So slowly you don't even notice. But gradually, nothing seems to be happening until you're in a completely different place. 2.5 years later, I hit 28 seconds. That's standing on the edge of nationals. That's finishing the race while someone still has halfway to go. Now you might be thinking, I'm not 12 anymore. It's too late for me. Picture this. You're 62 years old and your restaurant just failed because some highway got rerouted. And you're broke, living off $105 a month from Social Security. Most people, they would quit. But Colonel Sanders, he put his pressure cooker in his car and started driving. He didn't have a breakthrough plan. He just had a recipe and rejection. Restaurant after restaurant. No, we're not interested. You're too old for this. 1,000 times. 1,000 doors slammed in his face. 1,000 people telling him to go home. But he kept showing up because he understood something most people don't. Boring compounds. Same pitch, same recipe, same old persistence. Finally, yes, then another, then another. At 73, he sold KFC for $2 million. Started at 62 with nothing, became a millionaire at 73 through boring, repetitive rejection. Now let's see what happens when you never stop. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages every single day. Every single day for 70 years. While everyone else was chasing the next hot stock, the next exciting trade, the next quick win, he was reading. Boring. In 1988, he bought Coca-Cola stocks. Everybody told him it was old, it was boring. Find something exciting. But he held. 40 years later, still holding, still boring. In fact, 95% of his wealth came after the age of 65. Not because he got smarter, but because boring had 70 years to compound. Now, he's worth $150 billion. And you know what he says? My wealth came from compound interest. Sanders showed you it's never too late. Buffett shows you what happens when you never stop. Boring works at 12, boring works at 62, boring works a lifetime. But most people quit right before it works. 3 months in, no visible progress, so they quit. They think nothing's happening, but the progress is there, invisible. Think about it. You are doing something boring right now, whether it's going to the gym, studying, something, not seeing results. That's the moment. That's when most people quit. The progress is there, invisible, compounding. Tomorrow you will get to choose between the exciting thing and the boring thing. One feels good now, fades by next week. One feels like nothing, but compounds into everything. No one's forcing you. This is your choice. Boring or excitement? Instant or compound? Who you are and who you could become. You can't take back wasted time. So which one are you choosing? Thank you.